felt bad for having baby balls, and then I felt bad about what my old face looks like.
Yeah, bite the metal, bitch.
Oh
That's
my God, if a bitch bit me in the pacemaker while I was having sex with her.
The man that launched all this, God bless his horrible penis.
We don't got enough bed, and I see that bag of dildos you brought from the shower. Little mama makes his dick talk like, okay.
Ugh, folks, it's episode 70.
Yeah, I thought that today. I was like,
God
damn 70.
Didn't think about how it never ends. It's the Dapper Dads. Welcome to hell, bitch.
We are Fast Finger Slim.
And Drama. Wow, we haven't introduced ourselves in a long, long time.
I think we like to think people just assume who we are because it's very rare that, somebody's going to be checking out some content and just hopping in on a later episode.
Yeah, but it happens literally every episode.
Yeah, but so for our newer listeners, for those of you who haven't checked us out before, what have you been doing with your lives up to this point? You've been missing out on some of the most
episodes.
Premium content you can find out there in the podcast world. We are the best podcast in the world, questionably best.
The stupid best podcast.
We were rated the 6th handsomest podcast last year on the podcast review. Mm-hmm. We were also rated number 13th in podcast boys you'd like to bang.
Yeah, boys, I feel like bad term for them.
It was it started with a Brockhampton thing.
We're like, what's the song that's like not quite a girl, not yet a woman? I feel like I've referenced this before.
Yeah, I feel like you have too.
Yeah, it's just every episode I try to sneak it in.
Just to sneak in the episode
so
in from an old reference.
Someone tells me what song it is. Is that what it's called? Not quite a, not yet. What is it? Not quite a girl, not yet a woman. Something. It's about being a teenage girl. I related to it real heavy.
Yeah.
As a 22-year-old.
Yeah.
Back in 1996.
Yeah.
www.dapperdadspodcast.com. If you find my age, it's on there. Dapper Dads.
None of us really know.
Jesus Christ. dapperdadspodcast@gmail.com. If you want to send us an email of your Christmas list, we will not fulfill it. But
yeah, 'tis the season, folks. It is December. We're coming up on the end of the year.
Like stuck in a rut over here.
Yeah, we've been
just
stuck
wiggling.
in a rut.
Yeah, it's December 7th. That means you have 18 days to get to Christmas.
Oh, I thought we were going to leave the bad math for the Patreon.
Yep. Yeah, go to www.patreon.com. We just had some shit.
Yeah, there was it got pretty wild. If you want,
I know there's people out there who think, "Oh, I get this for free. Why would I give them money?" Let me tell you, we are not selling you short over there.
There was probably a good half-hour discussion about something Slim picked up, a product that I will not get into further detail about on here because you got to pay for it.
Yeah, $5 and above, you can get some. We've got a couple episodes out. The one we're talking about will be out shortly here, and there's always little fun bonuses too. We've got some other content
we've got some fun content coming closer to Christmas. So as we get closer to Christmas, maybe I think what we should do. We should do like a 12 days of Christmas of like Dapper Dad's content. We should put some stuff out on the Patreon. We should put some stuff out on the regular stuff.
See. That sounds like a lot of work for me.
It does,
folks. I am on the edge of I'll say going postal.
And he's about to break.
Yep. 4027 Dapper. That's 402-732-7737. You can call or text us with anything. I had an idea for something, but I forgot it. Call and tell us what you think I was thinking of. If you get it right, we'll block you because that's weird.
We'll block
people
you.
Are in my mind. Then I start sounding crazy because I'm saying people are reading my thoughts.
I'll block you like I blocked the ladies that kiss my neck.
It's just fucked up that you can't say people are reading your thoughts without everyone jumping to conclusions that you're crazy and schizophrenic.
Yeah, maybe I'm thinking some normal shit. Maybe I'm thinking some simplistic shit. You have no idea.
No.
What if you could read people's minds and there was a dude walking around and he was like left foot, right foot, left foot, breathe, left foot, right foot, exhale, left foot, right foot. What if it turns out everybody thought that except for you, and you're like...
I constantly think with, like, anything, like, when I'm in pain, I'm always like, am I in pain? Or, Jesus, man, come on. I'm always like, am I in pain? Or if I was, like, if another person was in my body, would they be like, this isn't shit? Like, you think this is painful?
Yeah, because...
Or would they be in my body and they'd be like, oh, my God, kill me, please.
That's what I've had that thought about, like, getting possessed, where, like, a demon possesses my body, and he's like, this is how you live?
This is way worse than being a
Get
demon.
Get me out. No, you're in that belly for good, boy.
Yeah, your exorcism.
This is your home now.
You accepting it?
Yeah.
The devil's like, fuck, I didn't want this. I thought it was going to be okay.
I didn't want it either, but now we're just going to have to go about our day. Left foot, right foot, breathe. Left foot, 2 left feet. No, I trip and fall. That's how I took the knee in Chicago.
Yeah, I'm aware. But yeah, I think about that with everything. Or like when I get out of breath from just like walking because I'm real out of shape. I'm like, I bet other people don't deal with this. Or then I'm like, what if you're like really, really out of shape?
Yeah, because
I just really...
Well, you always gotta think there's people that are better off than you, and there's people that are worse off than you.
Oh,
you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Gotta find the person that's worst off in the world. I want to find that person.
I've just, like, forever... It was probably due to a movie. I wanted to switch bodies. If you could switch bodies with one person, who would you switch?
You.
Well, yeah, I was going to say, I know it's going to be me, and you don't want this.
That's a tough one.
Yeah, I know. I feel like it would be one of my friends. I would definitely squander it.
Yeah, I feel like I would probably be cold for a day.
Oh, that's going to be rough. See, I want to go
use
up.
that little body.
I want to go up, but yeah, I do want to, like, know what it is to be, like, a little worse off. And yeah, I'm totally going to fuck up whatever body.
Yeah, I feel like
I'd want to be a girl, right?
Yeah, but a very
fucked.
rich, successful, powerful woman, so that when I'm in her body, I can take her bank accounts.
Oh my god! Yes, take them all. Talk about a Freudian slip. The look on your face was
Oh my god.
Yes,
anyway, so I could take the funds from her bank accounts and I'm never going to live that down. And wire all the money to myself before, because I assume this is like not necessarily a Freaky Friday where we have to learn a lesson.
I was thinking totally Freaky Friday.
I was thinking more of like a 24-hour time limit, so you can switch bodies with somebody for 1 hour, but it's only for 24 hours.
What's the movie where they both pee in a fountain? Do you see that? It's like Ryan Reynolds? Maybe not.
I know what movie.
One of the guys is into like fucking a pregnant girl. Like the one guy's got like a real... Whatever that movie is, it's another one where people change bodies.
Okay, so...
They pee in a fountain together and lightning strikes and that makes you switch bodies.
Okay, so I'm... In the Dapper Dad's narrative, I'm peeing in an alley in Chicago. This high-scale woman is peeing in her New York penthouse, let's say.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, I don't think you can say high-scale woman that's peeing in a street somewhere.
No, she is peeing in her top-floor story penthouse apartment in New York City. And somehow lightning from the same sky hits the alley in Chicago and New York. It's like a superstorm. It's like a mega storm.
Of course, it's a superstorm.
It's the storm of the century. Everybody get indoors. You buy all the fucking milk.
Is that what Bill Cosby's doing now?
I don't know what voice I'm going for here, but if it's Bill Cosby doing the weather, he's like, "Buddy, you go and get your milk and your bread and your pudding pops for the storm of the century comes."
Yeah, now it's like Fat Albert
mixed with
weird
Young Thug a little bit. Yeah. Young Thug's out here doing the weather. They're blowing bitches away.
Weird voice decision. But yes, your lightning has struck.
The lightning is struck and we switch bodies. Suddenly I'm sitting on the toilet, a gilded toilet seat of a New York penthouse, and she is holding my unimpressive dick in an alley.
I mean... Who do you think that's more shocking for?
Her obviously sure. Her, first of all. I'm shocked because I look down and I'm imagining I have a perfect body because I can afford one and have the most wonderful breasts I've ever seen in my life.
And you have 24 hours. How long of that are you just looking at her naked body?
23 and a half.
Yeah.
Just
really squandered. Yeah. You're not even jerking off. You're just squeezing her boobs.
Yeah. I don't even look for any sex toys she might have in her apartment. I'm just like...
Well, that's what I would... Yeah, I think you got to go girl because, like, we're guys. We have the guy experience. I don't think it's that different.
Nah.
I'd like to play with a huge cock on my body.
Talk about a Freudian slip.
Yeah, we're just letting it out. That Patreon got us looped up and ready to run.
You ain't fucking kidding.
Yeah, I'd like to know what it's like for a woman to have sex because you hear that it's not as pleasant. And sometimes when I'm pouring over a woman in missionary position, I feel bad for them.
Yeah.
And wonder why it's allowed to happen legally.
I had a thought today about what I look like having sex, and I realized I feel bad for every woman that's ever fucked me, and it made me kind of sad.
You look down and like you're on top, and you get that down
Well,
angle.
I don't.
You're just hanging.
I don't
that's
know.
me.
Yeah, I don't know why I thought this, but I thought about like what my face looks like during sex, and I'm like, yeah,
I literally got chills.
Yeah.
Oh god. Like, not because I don't think it was because of that. Maybe it was.
But like think about like what your own face, because like you're not thinking about it in the moment.
Oh, yeah.
Like in the moment you're like, sweet Jesus, you know, you're just doing,
Yeah.
you're just grinding away, doing your own thing, making faces,
literally your own
uncontrollable
thing.
faces, and it's like, you know, and you're right. You were talking about how it's not as enjoyable for women, so I'm picturing these poor women while I'm in the throes of ecstasy, you know, just making crazy fucking faces when I'm fucking
Like if
them
a
and shit
girl's
like
on
that.
top of you, I'm like, that's probably tight because then they're taking.
And I love the
the
view of a
helm.
woman on top
And
of me.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
beautiful.
we all-
like that's fucking.
And like, yeah, they're basically just using you as like a pole, and I'm perfectly fine with that. But then, yeah, if I have to like get on top of you or something, or like you see, like movies and shit make sex look so fire, like it's
Yeah, they
gonna
make it
be
look
perfect.
like everything's
Like,
wonderful and shit.
You ever
like
try
that?
to put a girl up on like a bathroom counter, and then there's a mirror, and you're just like, ugh.
This is not how the movies make it look at
You
all.
look down, you're like, yeah, I don't like to see my fat.
Yeah,
flabby chest,
you got your
really.
dick hanging out of the bottom triangle of a
Yeah.
dress shirt because obviously this is at a funeral.
Or I mean, yes, we've always talked about fucking at funerals.
I would love to
extensively.
fuck the sad daughter in the bathroom at the funeral parlor, or widow.
Yeah, widow's better in this.
But what if
scenario.
the widow's like old and like?
Well, you've dug your own grave.
I would
I'll
rather
say.
have the daughter.
Yeah, let's fuck in a freshly dug grave. I'm into weird
Holy
shit.
shit! But I mean, she's probably grieving enough where she'd be into it.
Yeah, it's all about if she's old, getting her in. But if she's old enough, you can just leave her there.
Jesus fucking Christ!
Yeah, we can't do Patreon before because then
No,
we're
we
got to
start doing it afterwards.
Yeah, this is a nightmare.
This is what the
Say all
people want,
things.
though.
Yeah, so if this is what's coming out of the mouth on the fresh, new, normal episode, imagine what's lingering back for $5 a month.
Jesus.
What I was gonna say, I actually don't even know anymore.
But no, I don't even know why the thought crossed my mind.
my other
today.
thought
Well, I
is,
was gonna say I shamed myself today because I was like, you should really work. Yeah, I shaved my nutsack
And
before
then you
came
felt
over.
bad, yeah.
Yeah, felt bad for having baby balls, and then I felt bad about what my O face looks like.
I always think about real tight sex with a woman, and you're holding her, and her head's like right on your shoulder
Yeah.
on one of the sides. Is she able to see my gross ass like while it's happening, like thrusting back and forth?
See,
you know what I mean? In
it's-
that right angle.
I know what
Or
you're
if you're
ta-
standing up having sex.
I know what you're saying, but being a man as tall as I am, I've never really had the
Yeah.
issue where a woman's like looking over my shoulder
Yeah.
necessarily.
I didn't for a long time. You just gotta find a tall bitch.
Yeah, if
find
only.
yourself a real tall bitch.
If only.
I mean, if there's a girl your
you're-
height, you have good odds probably.
If
She's not-
I could have you, okay, here's the thing: tall women, if they're either gorgeous, statuesque, look like a Greek goddess carved out of marble,
Or monsters.
or they're shaved bears. That's all there is to it. And I have yet to find a marble-esque goddess that's about my height that wants to fuck me.
well, yeah, that wants to fuck you.
Yeah, that's the whole issue.
Yeah,
There's
that's the
nobody
big-
wants to get in with this
Yeah.
weird, dumpy body.
Well, I worked at a call center, and I worked with a guy who was 6'8", and
It's only an inch taller than me.
yeah, I'm just for reference, he was 6'8",
Yeah.
and two women from like Norway or somewhere started there. They were sisters, and they were gigantic,
Like-
tall Amazon women.
Like beautiful?
They were all right. They weren't fantastic.
Give me a number out of 10. So I
Out
know
of
what I'm
10?
working with.
A 6.6.
Okay.
Like, you know, they were fine. 7.0.
Homely?
Doesn't that mean like ugly?
But I mean, in like
In a fun way.
Yeah,
Ugly in a
you
fun
know,
way.
like you know those girls where
They
you
were
see,
just too big
like
for
you know,
me.
like
I
you know
don't
those
need
girls
that.
you see where you want to fuck them, but like they're not like conventionally
know why.
attractive. Yeah, you don't
Yeah.
know why. You're like looking at them, and you're like, is it your fucking pheromones I'm smelling off of you? Is it like
Okay.
your choice of outfit? Like what the fuck am I working with here?
Yeah, if it was that for these women, I would say it was like a sport because they were just tall. I
Okay.
would be fucking a girl who's like 6-7 inches taller than me. It'd be insane. I would be cuddled in her bosom
I would
during
love.
sex.
If I could get a marvelous woman that was like 7'2" and just like
I don't think they are marvelous.
ooh, man. If I get a big, beautiful Amazon woman that's 7'2" and just fuck
Yeah,
shit
if you're
out of
listening,
her.
call 4027.
If you are a 7-foot tall, beautiful woman, please call 4027 Dapper, and Slim will send you an exclusive Christmas photo.
But yeah, so these two women, we be outside, and the guy I worked with one day was like, "Fuck this! I'm gonna go stand back to back with one of them. You let me know if they're taller than me, because I feel like they are." And they're slightly taller than him. He was 6'8".
She's we're talking almost 7.
At least 6'9".
Yeah,
It's crazy.
I like it. I like it a lot.
I don't know.
I see.
There's two
But
of
I
them.
don't. I like the idea of it. I've never actually been with a very tall woman in my life. I've been with like thicker girls who had like some.
Yeah, I don't think that's the question here.
Well, I think the tallest girl I've ever been with was maybe like 5'8", 5'9", something like that. I've never been with any girl that's over 6 feet tall. I'd like to.
I don't think I've been with any girl over 6 feet tall.
I would love to, just because the whole point of
You think you would, but you gotta look them in the eyes the whole time you're having sex.
I'm okay with that. I'm more concerned. See,
lot.
but now I'm concerned about them looking at my face during sex.
Yeah, it's a lot because they're just right there. Like a lot of my life, I had girls that kind of just tuck in my belly. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well,
'Cause
that's
they're,
what I'm
like,
saying.
Down there, and you can just
See what now
to
that
town.
you mention it, what I'm worried about is because like we're talking about like the tight sex,
Mm-hmm.
where like instead of the head over the shoulder, they usually got their head like right here, and I'm like gripping that hair because I'm just going,
All
I'm
right.
going hog
All right,
wild
too
here.
much. Patreon.
Yeah, that's right.
Get a squirt bottle. Bad.
It says Patreon
Yeah.
on it. It's filled with acid. Just
It's filled with ass juice.
Oh god, that we
No,
Patreon,
yeah.
Patreon.
See, we're gonna reference things that you can
it's
only know
terrible.
if you're part of the cool kid club.
But like I'm worried that in my time I may have like shoved a woman's face too hard into my chest, specifically where my pacemaker's at. And I mean they gotta know that the pacemaker's
Bite the
there.
metal, bitch.
Oh
That's
my
what you
god! If a
always yell.
bitch bit me in the pacemaker while I was having sex with her, I'd either throw her out and never talk to her again, or propose right there without a ring, butt naked.
It's probably invigorating.
It's but what if it accidentally sets it off?
Slash, the guitarist from Guns N' Roses fame.
I thought you meant the other Slash.
Slash from Slash's Snake Pit fame.
Yeah.
He has a pacemaker because he, died in a hotel like everyone in the 80s did.
Yeah.
And he said when he like does guitar solos sometimes and he hits something that's like electrical, he'll get like a little tick in his pacemaker and it makes him feel the most alive. That's his best guitar solos. So if a woman bites your pacemaker while you're making love, it might be your best guitar solo.
If you are above 6 feet tall and would like to bite my pacemaker, please call 4027 Dapper. That's 402-732-7737. And send me a picture of your teeth to start. I don't want any type of meth mouth biting on my pacemaker. I'm looking for some pearly whites.
In the last episode, you said call 402-732-77.
Yeah.
And I was like, hopefully someone called with the most urgent news we've ever gotten. Boo-doo-doo. The number you have dialed isn't a fucking number. Slam. Needs more numbers.
It's me calling. I'm like,
I wanted to make sure it would work. It
Turns
still
out-
does work somehow.
yeah, somehow.
Call 4027. It goes right to
Just
us.
call 402.
Well, we didn't even need the vanity.
Just
number.
dial 4. Just think about us near a phone and it'll happen.
Yeah, we got that. What other podcasts that use telepathy, bitch?
What other podcast do you know has Elon Musk's neuron link going on?
But every time they think about us, we get it in our heads.
Oh,
I
man.
haven't slept in weeks.
Just
Just
one
laying in
more
bed.
big score, Dapper Dads. I ain't slept in 3 weeks.
We do have to give a shout out to Not Your Real Dad's podcast.
Yes, these we'll call them gentlemen, so to speak. These gentlemen, per our research into their brand, enjoy drinking Steel Reserve.
Well, yeah, we randomly. I'm guessing, because we both have dads in our names. They came across the podcast, and have given us some shout outs and some love on Twitter and whatnot. So we want to return the favor.
Bunch of fantastic men. We hope you're all. We hope when
we'll
you guys hear this, you're doing good.
We'll say for sure that there can only be one dad podcast. So looking forward to that fight to the death.
Definitely looking forward to that fist fight in a parking lot. I will be bringing implements, so bring your own boys, but don't think you can stack up.
Yeah, Slim will be bringing the product he purchased on the Patreon episode.
I bring heaters for my boys so we stay warm in the winter.
But yeah, I checked out some episodes, and the most recent one was them drinking Steel Reserve was part of it, which is just a bold choice. A lot of
very
uncle
bold
jokes,
choice,
which was interesting.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Steel Reserve, which I have always traditionally said is one of the worst beers ever. I think everyone says that except homeless people.
Worse than Ice House?
Yeah, I think so. It's been a long time since I've had a Steel Reserve, to be honest with you. You know what I mean?
You know,
it's
maybe
like
we're talking too much shit. Let's get some Steel Reserve and see what happens.
Like 9%, 8%?
I don't know.
It's fucking strong. It's
get at us, other not us dads, and let us know what.
Get at us, Steel Reserve, the company. Let's breathe some life into this brand.
Yeah,
you're going the wrong way. You need the young.
You need
the
young
party kids.
You need young dad endorsements.
You're a beer brand. We need to see you represented at parties, not 79 cents for a Steel Reserve. That's homeless prices.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to charge a little bit more so it drums up interest. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
a lot
exactly.
of designer clothes.
There's something to be said about penetrating the market, but when you penetrate the market, you eventually have to raise the prices when you make the product better. You got to go in like Apple. You got to go right in at the top, $3 for a big old beer, and yeah.
Sometimes people want to pay a little bit more. It's like designer brands. You pay more even though it's not like you're not buying any. You're buying the name. You're buying in. You're buying
if you
people
walked into a gas station, you saw that Steel Reserve was $3 a can, you would be more inclined to think that it was a higher end beer.
Yeah, I would think something had changed, and we got to spruce up that label. I mean, I'm a fan, but we need some color.
Mock something up for them, and we'll tell them we got some new product designs under hostage until they want to give us an endorsement.
I feel like they do have like a Steel Reserve like party version. We'll have to look into it, but Steel Reserve, reach out to us and we'll try your garbage beer again. We'll try it. I'll give it a shot. It's been a while.
I'll give anything a shot.
I would say currently it ranks in the top 3 worst beers.
Yeah.
So I'm interested.
Not high hopes, but we'll see what happens.
No, I mean, it gets you fucked up. What are you gonna do? I've probably drank worse. I've probably drank table beers. I know I've drank table beers. I like Mickey's. No problem with Mickey's.
I'm not really a big fan of malt liquor.
See, I love malt liquor. Besides Steel Reserve malt liquor.
Is it technically?
Yeah, it's gotta be.
There's no way it's not.
Yeah, there's not with those prices. And all the numbers point to it being malt liquor. Yeah, it's really classy. Yeah, I love really all of them. I was a big 40 kid growing up. Teenager. Not ridiculous.
Not like 8 years old drinking a 40.
Yeah, Mickey's are fun with the quiz under the caps.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a big OE guy. Is my personal favorite malt liquor. I'll do a King Cobra. What's the other one?
I like King Cobra. If I had to pick, I'd say King Cobra. I'm a King Cobra guy.
Colt 45. They still have the glass 40 bottles.
Do they really?
Yeah, they did at least. I also haven't had a 40 in like a year or two maybe.
When I saw Slipknot when I was much younger, there was a gentleman who was there, had full giant mohawk standing all the way up, wearing a kilt with suspenders, no shirt.
Of course.
Big belly. Just big belly on the guy. Definitely should have had
a shirt.
His
dick come out at any point?
I didn't see that much, but definitely should have had a shirt on. And there was, in close vicinity to him, a woman who was older with a young child that I want to say was younger than I was at the time, and I think I was 14. Kid's chugging a beer. Just sitting there chugging a cup of beer. Yeah. And the guy is wasted already. And he turns to the woman and he goes, "That little dude is too young to be drinking a beer." And she just starts going, "Fuck you, motherfucker. He can have a fucking beer if he wants."
Wow.
Like, started defending because she bought the kid the beer. It's not like he's just going up to people like, "Give me an $8 beer at this Slipknot show."
You mean the coolest mom ever?
Yeah.
Could you imagine?
If your mom was, would you think your mom was the coolest mom ever looking back if she was buying you beers when you were 12 years old at Slipknot concerts?
No, I wasn't a big Slipknot fan.
Okay, let's say.
But yeah, my mom bought me beer when I was like 15.
Yeah, I feel like 15 is more acceptable than like
yeah,
super
each
young.
year
like
is
that.
more acceptable.
Yeah,
until
until
you
it's
become an
legally
adult.
acceptable.
Yeah. And then it gets less acceptable when you start. It's like, you know, it's fucking far away.
I got talked to because I ordered 2 beers when I went to Buster's yesterday. They're like, "You double fisting?" I'm like, "This is how you're supposed to."
Yeah,
do it?
someone needs to talk to you. Someone needs to talk to a lot of us. Not me though. I'm doing fine. Took a break. Now
You
I'm
did
back.
take a break.
And
You took like what, a 2-week break?
Yeah, technically.
No smoking, no drinking.
Yeah.
Proud of you.
Yeah.
Real proud of you.
I know it's worthless.
Yeah, of course it was
It's
worth it.
fucking stupid. That just makes me want to drink and smoke way more. Because
Yeah.
I'm like, well, this didn't do shit.
Yeah,
I need with my life. I need instant results, or I am bored and I give up.
Yeah, why
Like,
do you think I
that's
didn't
why-
order that thing off of Amazon?
Yeah, well,
by the
that
time it showed up, I
I'll
would've
wait
been
for
like, "Hey."
shit. I perpetually have things in the mail that I'm waiting for. I'm waiting on a T-shirt right now that you will be a big fan of. I have something in my fucking eye that I can't stop looking at.
Oh
It's
my
driving
God.
me crazy.
I feel like my dad's yelling at me.
Yeah, I am. I still see it. Jesus Christ. Anyway,
Need to go wash your eyeballs out before we keep this
can
going.
you help me? Do we have one of?
Can I
we
just spit in your eye?
as a corporation, we have to have one of those eyeball rinsing machines.
Yeah, I guess we do have to start getting OSHA approved around here.
yeah.
So we'll have to get the eye wash station, the fire blanket, fire extinguisher, weighted blankets for when we need to be comforted.
Oh, I thought for when we almost float away, like that one episode.
Yeah,
Episode 13, we almost floated away.
we did.
You guys probably didn't pick up. I think it was pre-video, of course.
Of course,
you know how
yeah,
it is.
You know how it is. No video documentation.
It was.
You just have to take our word for it.
Yeah, if you want a frame of reference, it's exactly like Willy Wonka when they. What did they do? Drink something?
Yeah, they drank like a soda that never goes
Yeah.
flat or something like
I
that.
was the grandpa. You were Charlie.
Of course, because you're perpetually the grandpa.
Yeah, honestly. And we hit the fan blades. That was the difference.
Got my whole ass chopped off.
Yeah. And then Gene Wilder yelled at us, and nothing in his office made sense.
While my ass was bleeding.
He said, "You." I never remember the quote. And then we got in, and I feel like we've referenced this before. We got in the little thing, we floated away, and then there's a second book, and it all takes place in that thing. Have we covered this?
No.
You know how they get in that? It's basically
It's
like a hot
magical,
air balloon.
yeah, like a magical
that's
flying
like-
machine that
yeah.
he has or
The
something.
second book takes place entirely in the magic
I
flying
didn't even know
machine.
there was
There's
a second book. Really?
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory 2 inside the magic flying machine. This time I'm not fucking with you.
You're
Let me
fucking
find the
with me.
title.
You're
Because
fucking
no,
with me.
I thought of this recently, and I was like talking to somebody, and I was like, "You remember the second book?" And they were like, "No, that never happened." And I'm like, "Bitch, watch this." And yeah, I'm pretty sure like the whole thing is that it's like takes place in that fucking machine.
But how good can that be if it only takes place in the machine? They can't get out. It never stops flying. They start starving.
Charlie and the Great Glass Elevator, book by. How the fuck do you say?
Road Doll?
Yeah, Road Dog. book by
Raw Dog.
Raw Dog wrote Charlie and the fucking Great Glass Elevator. Here's a quick synopsis.
Yeah, let me read this off to me.
Continuing the story of young Charlie Bucket and chocolatier Willy Wonka as they travel in the Great Glass Elevator.
Do they get to go where the Oompa Loompas are from?
Let's see. This is the plot. Story picks up immediately where the previous book left off. Charlie and his whole family are aboard the flying Great Glass
When did the
Elevator.
whole family get
With
in
the
the
bed
elevator?
too? Aren't they all
Are they? Yeah, they're
bedridden?
all
Except the
bedridden.
fucking grandpa who's a lying
I mean,
piece
it is
of
a
shit.
magical glass elevator.
It's that magical. The elevator goes into orbit by accident, where Mr. Wonka docks them at the U.S. Space Hotel. Shortly after their arrival, the hotel's elevators open, revealing man-eating monsters known as vermicious nids,
Okay.
which form a letter of the word scram. Recognizing the danger, Mr. Wonka orders everybody off the space hotel. Upon the elevator's departure, the monsters consume some people aboard. Charlie
What?
suggests towing the shuttle back to Earth, whereupon Willy Wonka returns the elevator to with the shuttle to Earth. The monsters are incinerated in the atmosphere.
This
Mr.
is
Wonka
crazy.
releases the shuttle, and the elevator then crashes down through the roof of the chocolate factory. Back in the factory, 3 of Charlie's grandparents refuse to leave their bed. Glad they stuck to their guns on
Yeah.
that. What the fuck? fuck? So they're just
This is weird and dark.
It's not done yet.
It's like a sci-fi novel.
Mr. Wonka gives them a rejuvenation formula. They take much
which he
more.
had all along.
They take much more than they need, and they lose 80 years. 78-year-old Grandma Georgia vanishes, having become -2. Charlie and Mr. Wonka journey into Minus Land, and then Mr. Wonka restores her with the sprayable compound that makes people older. Grandma Georgia. I feel like I'm just making things up.
Yeah, I promise you, if you're not watching the video, he's reading this off of it. Did you write this?
I couldn't make this up.
No, this is insane.
Grandma Georgia becomes 358 years old.
Wow, and turns into dust.
Using a cautious dose, the three are restored to the original age. But wait, final sentence.
And then he fucks Charlie.
Finally, the President of the United States invites the family and Mr. Wonka to the White House as a thank you for their space rescue.
Can't make that shit up if you try.
Why wasn't that one the movie? That's the way better movie.
I want a gritty version of that movie where like the grandparents are like ripped apart by those space monsters, and you see the space monsters getting torn apart in the atmosphere.
There's a lot of plot holes there. I don't know if it's just who wrote it. Also, there's an unfinished sequel that was planned called Charlie in the White House. They're invited
what?
They're invited by President Gilligan. That wasn't a president.
I
don't know. Kilograms.
I remember having to list out all the presidents when I was in high school and getting a D- on it, but I definitely don't remember President Killigrass.
The first chapter was all that was written of that book, and it's on display in a museum in Great Missenden. Like, these even real
the fuck
things
are these places?
anymore?
I feel like somebody just made up a Wikipedia article.
I also feel that way.
I, however, feel tomorrow I'm going to go to Barnes & Noble during the day and see if I can find this in the kids section and just read it. Sit there at the little table with the little chairs. And that man won't get out of there, and he smells like weed.
Is that man reading Charlie in the great class elevator?
Yeah, it's fine.
Again?
Yeah, we have a lot of disheveled-looking adults that come in and read that book, surprisingly. We're just going to let him do his thing. Let him find himself.
Like, what? Two things real quick about this. One,
three. Can we do three quick ones?
I'll try, but honestly, I'm so blown away by this that I don't know. One, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory isn't that far-fetched. Like, it's crazy.
There's like some magical things that happen.
This is insanity.
Yeah.
Like, this is completely...
This is an acid nightmare.
Off the rails.
This is a bad acid trip is what this is.
Like, yeah, there's like notes of like surrealism
and like sci-fi and like fantasy and stuff like that.
My second point, Willy Wonka, the chocolatier,
has magic potions.
Hold on, let me make sure it's right here.
He's got a rejuvenation
formula, and then he uses a sprayable compound that makes people older. So he has those two things, and he's in the candy business.
Yeah, this man he can reverse human aging.
Gobstoppers or
everlasting life, technically.
And then my third,
god?
If I have to have a third one, it's who the fuck is President Gilligan?
Yeah, I want to know historically when President Gilligan was in office, so we can.
This was written in 1972.
So Gilligan was president. There's no way he was a president.
Also, are you saying Gilligan?
Yeah,
it's Gilligan.
Gilligan.
It's Gilli grass.
I like the idea of Killigrass more.
Yeah, this is like Gilligan when he gets off the island, I guess.
So Gilligan gets off the island, runs for president,
wins
based on the platform simply that he ran an island full of people, because we all know Gilligan got off the island by killing everyone else.
Yeah, he had to eat them.
Well, except for the skipper. I feel like the skipper's going to be his VP.
All I know is that if I get to meet Gilligan, I'm going to tell him how funny he is, and then I'm going to whomp him with my head. Is he dead? We got to be careful.
I'm positive
Dr. Ruth is alive.
Yeah, which blows my mind
that
Gilligan is dead, but not fucking Dr. Ruth.
He
Bless
had
her heart.
Much rougher life, Gilligan. He's stuck on that island.
Did Gilligan have a rough life?
Is that what you're searching? Real existential Google searches. Did Gilligan have a rough life?
I don't know about that, but I'm definitely gonna look up some Gilligan's Island erotica later and see what comes up.
Hell yeah, I hope he gets warmed with his hat.
Okay, featured Bob Denver. Bob Denver was an American comedic actor. He died September 2nd, 2005.
So just 13
There's a
years
little
ago.
buddy whomping with his
Womp
hat.
womp.
Womp, 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 womp. I'll whap him with his hat.
Oh, all right. Well, let's get the hell off of that. Charlie and the Glass Elevator. I also do really want to read it a lot now. I'm like,
Maybe I'll slip it in with your Christmas presents. Who knows?
It should be the movie. This is my strongest point.
Maybe that could be the first movie that we produce as a production company.
Yeah, Hollywood. We've thrown out countless ideas, but
The fact
Charlie and
no
the Glass Elevator.
I'm
bitch?
telling you, the fact you have, but okay, we can't do it where like they did the shitty remake with Johnny Depp and everything
No.
like that. I'm talking gritty.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I want like Christopher Nolan to do this one.
Well, yeah, I would like when the grandma gets reversed to -2, just like an explosion of blood.
Yeah.
And then when she's 358, an explosion of dust. And then we can't bring her back because the fuck 358.
How what type?
It's not a person.
I want to know what type of state she's in when she's 300 some years old.
I really would love if this book was like 8 pages long and it's just slightly expanded version of what I just read. So you're like, well, now I have more questions. Because I love Wikipedia pages because sometimes the person thinks there's like a very like important thing that they need to include, like how they're like, and the monsters spell the word scram. Like I feel like that's just like a
like that's
it's
like a
important
minor
to the plot if you're
detail,
reading the book, but for the Wikipedia synopsis, I feel like we could have left out the scram part.
I feel like there's more important details that could have been in,
feel like there's
except
a
for the
lot.
scram.
A lot.
Maybe we should go in and after reading maybe we should start the Dapper Dad's book club finally. We'll start
the
with
only book ever is just
this. You have to read
and then
this
we
to get into the club.
then we find the first chapter of Charlie Goes to the White House and we finish writing
We
it.
bust it. We break into the museum, Mission
wherever
Impossible
the fuck
style.
that is.
Yeah, wherever the fuck this made up land is. Come in Mission Impossible style. Look for all the lasers and cut a hole on top of the glass case. Take the first chapter, finish the book, make it 5 times as surreal as this. Millionaires. Boom.
Love it. I don't see a problem with it.
Nah.
It is in Buckinghamshire.
England?
Hampshire? Yeah, I guess so. We can't read maps on here.
Nah.
Also, Wikipedia. I'm never gonna give you money. Stop
Ever.
putting a big
Ever,
ass ad.
ever,
It's just
ever.
not gonna
Why would I
happen.
even consider giving Wikipedia
Don't
money?
give a fuck. Throw it away. I don't need it. I'll find the information somewhere else. We're gonna get into some submissions here. First off, we got a YouTube video from HM. It's hm@gmail.com. I have nothing to say. The videos you guys send us are just very bizarre.
They're weird.
Don't know
and
where you're finding them.
I hate to call your submissions garbage, but I need some backstory on these things.
You guys just put in a fucking YouTube link, and I just don't know what. So yeah, it's like I can't even explain this one.
It's like a rap song mixed with like a tribal song.
Yeah, it's
what's it called?
I don't know. I'm honestly not going to click on it.
Nah, I don't feel like ever entertaining that again. I
think it says something about a Viking, like the first Viking. I don't remember.
I don't know.
feel like
I'd rather watch that chicken sand video again.
Yeah,
Can you pull that up?
yeah,
I want
that
to
one
bang
we
my
did.
line to the.
We watch that one all the time.
Yeah.
Next one here is a reference to episode 68 about the combs. Well, you guys couldn't get enough of the combs. We thought we harped on it too much, but
apparently we didn't harp on it enough.
This is from Blah, and the email is blah@nut.com, and it says...
I don't know why I really like that, but I really do. Blah@nut.com.
Yeah. It says, hey, so if you only got about 50 nuts left, what happens if you spend them all and try to nut again? Do you still orgasm just without ejaculation? Or is there no pleasure, no release, no nothing? Or can you still get some pleasure out of it? We all know that at least 30 to 40% of the enjoyment of nutting is shooting goo out your dick and the sensations that accompany it. Does your meat stick still feel good? Or is the whole experience hollow and a painful reminder that sex can never be as good as it once was? Very well written question. Yeah, we posted the article and I reread it. A lot of facts we forgot to mention about it. The big thing is basically what is happening to the man is every time he ejaculates and maybe gets a boner. What really wasn't real depth.
Not super specific.
For some reason.
The Wikipedia article for Charlie was more in depth than this was.
Honestly. But basically what's happening is a buildup of tissue inside of his penis that is stopping the ejaculation eventually or whatever. What's going to happen to him is that he can't even get boners anymore. So that makes it like
1,000
way
times
worse.
worse.
Yeah, we missed the big part. Which I mean, yeah, because this is a very valid thing. If you like can't nut, it's like a vasectomy. You know what I mean? Like, are you still feeling it? I mean, he's still nut with a vasectomy, but it's just a watery disappointment.
Yeah,
I feel like it wouldn't be the same.
Taking the venom out of a snake, you know.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, the man that launched all this, God bless his horrible penis. It's just can't get boners anymore. So he had about 100 nuts and maybe 100 erections. So yeah, that's like way worse. But I'd say if you had 50 legitimate nuts and something still comes out afterwards and it still feels good, then I don't see a problem.
Yeah, what's
So
wrong
you don't
with
need to have kids.
Nah.
Then it's probably fun because you're just dumping in everything.
Just fucking filling up that shit.
It doesn't matter.
Fill it up so they gotta wring it out.
Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna. That's about that on the old 50 nuts.
Yeah, we talked enough
hopefully.
about the 50 nuts.
If you need more insight, go listen to 68. There's plenty of details there. Next one is from Great Uncle Jeb. The email is that weird burp I just made.
Was that a burp? I thought you choked for a second.
I was going to burp, but then I realized I was reading that. I was thinking how funny it would be if I burped at gmail.com, and I ruined it by starting to laugh through a burp. So here we are. The real email is broken childhood innocence lost at AOL.com.
Sad.
Saddest part is AOL.com. The title is Girly Body Wash or Not. It says, hey there, dads. I was in the shower washing the day's musk off my big meaty hog, and I thought of something you dapper fellows might discuss. I usually use Old Spice or Irish Spring body wash to get myself smelling fresh and dapper.
Solid choices.
However, I'm not at all ashamed to admit this. With every third or fourth bottle of body wash, I like to switch it up and get something that a person who is less secure with their masculinity might think is girly. I really love scents like coconut, milk and honey, and especially the burnt sugar varieties.
Ooh, I can agree with that.
I'm not familiar, I guess.
Burnt sugar, it has like it's like a smoky sweet, but not like barbecue like you're thinking.
Yeah,
you know?
I love a good barbecue body wash.
No, it's almost like, you know how they like toast the top of a creme brulee?
Yeah, I'm familiar with smelling
like that,
it.
yeah.
I've never seen like a body wash version of it.
Well, they have body wash, but then they also got these things. And I'll admit with this submission here, I don't do this every third or fourth.
Yeah,
go and finish the submission.
I love how these smell on a man or a woman and have no issue buying them for myself. So my question to you is, what kind of body washes do the dads use? And what are your thoughts on using a body wash that wouldn't normally be considered a man's product? Anyways, thanks for providing countless laughs and hopefully countless more. I wouldn't bet money on it.
Yeah, I wouldn't bet money
I won't
on anything.
claim to be your number one fan because there's probably a lot of competition for that title. But damn it, I know I'm up there near the top of the list. Stay dapper, dads. Signed, Great Uncle Jeb, a.k.a. GKN by NW. Whatever the fuck that is.
Okay.
If that cursed me, I swear to God, I can't get any more curses.
No more. I've got curses on curses over here. They're
Curses
stacking
on
up
curses
on
on
curses. They're starting to cancel each other out, but then make super curses.
Yeah.
So 2 curses get canceled, add a third one on top, boom. 3 times as much of all the bad shit from the previous 4. The math is everywhere.
If I read one more curse, I swear to God, guys, and I've seen it a million times.
If I curse myself in one more goddamn ancient forgotten language, I'm going to scream.
But yeah, I mean, I specifically, I go Old Spice.
Mm-hmm.
There's 2. It's like the extra moisturizing.
Mm-hmm.
There's like a green and a blue.
Yeah.
I switch up every other one because they have different scents. Currently, I'm just using some that was purchased because they didn't have that one.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm pretty open. I don't believe in men's. Obviously, there's men's body wash. Like you don't see a woman
I believe that it
pouring Axe
exists
on her body. But yeah, I'm down with like pretty much whatever. I don't really buy it because I am what every brand would kill to have. I am like stuck to one company. You know what I mean?
One thing, yeah.
Like I use one type of body wash, one type of shampoo, one type of deodorant, toothbrush, toothpaste, aftershave.
You got that real brand
cream.
loyalty.
Yeah,
going
like
on.
I find something I like and I'll buy it until I die or the company goes out of business.
Yeah, pretty much.
But if I'm out, I'll use, and there's like girly shit around. I don't give a fuck. I like to smell nice.
No, so I've definitely, see, what I used to like to do is go to Ross for Less, and they have like the whole bath and body section over there.
It's real respectful to use the entire business name instead of just
Isn't
Ross, because you don't hear it a lot.
Yeah.
Ross for Less, you're like, damn, have I ever even been to one? Is that like a super Target?
Is that like Ross, but there's more of it?
Yeah.
Or less of it?
Yeah. It's a shack. It's a guy named Ross that lives in a shack. He has shitty clothes.
He has some things you can come peruse. Wouldn't recommend buying any of it.
No.
It's all cursed.
Yeah. It's all covered.
Where do you think my 15th curse came from? He's slime enough.
Old Ross in the shack. For less.
But one of the things I discovered when I was looking at products there is they call it like shower sugar sometimes, or like body sugar. And what it is I've had coffee smell, I've had lavender smell, I've had the milk and honey. Milk and honey is one of my favorite scents of all time. I always like buying the milk and honey hand soap for the bathroom because it just has such a pleasing aroma to it. You know, it's a very comfortable smell. But these scrubs, they have really large grains of like sugar or salt in it, so it's good to like scrub, get some of that ashiness off. You know? They're really nice, honestly. I love finding a good body scrub like that and using it because it does make you feel a bit cleaner. The scent lasts a little bit longer. When it comes to using body washes, I actually, a fun little fact about me is I had a soap collection for like 5 years.
Yeah, we've all heard about it.
Because I used to like go into like farmers markets and weird things and find like the homemade soaps and just get some cool ones and then use them eventually.
Yeah.
I still have soaps from in a box. I have like a box of soap.
All right.
That I'll pull from every now and again because I like using a good bar soap every now and again. But I feel like you don't get as much lasting scent with bar soap as you do with body wash.
Yeah, I agree with that.
What I tend to do is I don't really have a brand loyalty. It's more just kind of whatever I'm feeling. I like to switch it up quite a bit. And so I'll go and I'll get the Old Spice. I'll get the Irish Spring. I'll get the Degree for Men body washes. Those are really, really
See, that's
nice.
my deodorant. It's Degree Cool Rush.
I'm using
plug
walk.
Because I hate buying this shit because you forget and then it keeps getting emptier and you're like, I'll get around to it. And then you don't. And then you're like, fuck, I don't have any body wash.
I'm using one right now. It's like an activated charcoal body wash. Really good, like masculine scent to it. But I definitely wouldn't be opposed. Like next time I'm at Walmart, if I saw like a good milk and honey body wash, like I'll buy that and pick it up. You know, because sometimes what a lot of people don't realize is how impactful your scent profile is on people, because if you have a memorable smell, that's your strongest scent link to memory.
Yeah,
and
that's why I have no memory.
And exactly, because you can't smell because your nose is.
That's also why.
Well, the doctor said it was retarded when you came out, but you can't say that anymore.
I was retarded, or
no,
my
just
nose?
the nose.
Yeah,
just the nose. Only the nose has the chromosomes.
Nose is retarded.
the coop is retarded. The doctor was Rich the Kid when he was in med school. Guy's 43 years old. But no, if
not
you
much of a child at all.
But just sitting there pondering it, it's not much of a child at all. But sometimes when you mix like a feminine scent like that with like your cologne and your deodorant and stuff like that, it creates a really good scent profile. So I've always been one where, like, especially if I'm, you know, with the girl pretty steadily and I'm taking a shower over at her place, I'll use her body wash and her shampoos and stuff. Man, you ever use exclusively what a girl's using in the shower? You walk out smelling like
way better life.
You got like the scented shampoo, the separate conditioner, the face wash, the body wash, the body scrub bar, like the foot wash, the anal douche that I had a lot of questions about. The
nice
huge suction cup dildo in there too that I had no idea until I took the towel off the wall.
That's why I don't wash my legs below the knee, because you bend over and then that thing's just flopping at you.
Yeah.
Or if
making you feel really bad about yourself.
Or if you have a long fucking long faucet. What am I trying to think of?
I have absolutely no fucking idea.
Have you ever been in a hotel and you turn the water on?
Never been in a hotel in my life.
Yeah, they don't let you.
No, too big, they say.
Big camper.
We don't got enough beds. And I see that bag of dildos you brought for the shower.
No, they have like the faucet and you turn it on and you bend over to wash your knees real good, and then your ass touches the faucet. Have you ever had this happen? It gets way too close for comfort. You're too tall to not have this happen.
Well, okay, describe it again to
me.
So
like you turn the water on.
Okay. Never took a shower, but I'm following.
All right. And then your back, you put your back to the water when you shower?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Some people don't. That's another one.
Well, you got to do the full body. You got to get the front and the back.
Well, yeah, but primarily when you're standing in the shower, like, which way are you facing most of the shower? I'm usually facing back to the water because I'm like, I don't want to just stand with my fucking face
in the water. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So
tell me there's people that stand face for just fuck.
Yeah. Well, I don't think it's that as much. I mean, like, still, you could probably do it someplace because, you've also, I know you've never been in a hotel or taken a shower.
Yeah.
But you know how sometimes you get in the shower at a hotel? I guess not. Sometimes I go to a shower in a
Tell
hotel,
me of your experience.
and I'll be like looking at the like eye level with the goddamn shower head, and you're just like, well, this is gonna go great.
Yeah,
can't wait to squidge down here. Anyway,
that shower at the cabin was fantastic.
So,
it just fell out of the ceiling.
Yeah, but then the seat didn't make any sense, and I will never let that end.
We'll check it out when we go next year.
I checked it out 3 times, I think. Just like that door next to it. I looked in there 8 times.
Because you thought it was going to be something different.
Because it didn't make sense.
I'm sitting there drunk off my ass, tripping balls, and I'm like, what's in here? The furnace. 15 seconds later, what's in here?
I'm surprised we didn't spend more time just looking at it. Anyway, so you turn the water on, you're scrubbing your knees, so you bend over, and that thing touches you on your ass anywhere. If you're showering alone and anything touches you in the ass, it's frightening. Shocking.
Yeah.
And yeah, I've had it where like the handle for like the faucet will brush against my ass when I bend over to wash the lower part of my body, my huge hog or something, and it just tickles my ass and it scares me. And I feel like with some of them, my shower, personally, it's a very thin handle. If you were getting real reckless in there, that thing could go in your ass.
With your ass?
That thing could go in your ass.
You tell me it could break off in your ass?
I don't know if you would break it off, but I mean, it would go in there. Because imagine soaping up your asshole real nice like you should be.
Yeah.
Like people don't.
Yeah, which drives me insane.
I didn't do it for 13 years.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to say I've always had perfect hygiene, but like.
Not at all.
I can't. I mean, but it's like the idea.
I remember the first time I discovered my asshole.
Yeah, I remember.
In the shower.
I remember the first time I took a loofah and just rubbed it raw.
Yeah, you gotta, because sometimes you sweat and it itches and burns.
Oh my god, you get that sweaty summer shower, you get that loofah up in there. Oh yeah.
I get too much sweat in my ass crack. I think. Well, we've all heard because
you got that big juicy cake back there.
I mean, yeah, we've all seen it.
My opinion of your ass has changed since I saw the picture.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good picture. I don't know why people think my ass is not.
It's because you wear your pants so low.
Yeah, that's
like
it's like I said, if I wore them up, I'd be catcalled endlessly. I wouldn't be able to get any of this goddamn.
I would have to
done.
walk behind you constantly.
Yeah,
so
but
people
you would be doing the cat calling.
Well, of course I'd be doing the cat
calling. You'd be like, "Hey, shut the fuck up! God damn, that thing is supple."
Hey, don't talk to my fucking friend like that. He has a condition where I can't stop touching him.
All right, but yeah, we're on the train of whatever the fuck. When I was a kid, we just had a bar of soap and like the shampoo.
Yeah.
So we were all smelling like whatever the fuck.
What shampoo do you use?
VO5 was what I had as a kid.
Oh man.
Because my parents had long, luxurious hair.
Mm-hmm.
I currently use, I believe it's Tresemme. It's a black big bottle. Whatever the fuck. It's nice. I got hair.
I got hair. I wash it.
The final submission here, I believe. I feel like there's something else, but who the fuck knows? This one's from Lemmy.
I'll check the line while you're.
Yeah,
while you're
bang the line.
I'm always banging that line.
This one's from Lemmy. The email is god@hell.com. I like that one.
We did just get a live submission.
What is it?
It's a video. It says Olivia and Michelle's submission for Slim's tongue shirt. So it looks like we got a last minute one.
Oh, okay. I mean, we've asked for that.
Interesting.
That might, does that take the cake?
Yeah, but which one of them gets it?
I mean, that's up to them. You do a dual submission.
Just toss it to them and let them fight amongst it?
Yeah, like a pack of dogs.
That's the first one we've ever gotten.
Yeah, I mean, we had.
So for those of since you can't see what we're seeing, if you go back
out there,
if you go back a couple of episodes, I told a very traumatic story of when I was working at my old job where I was taking a shit, and a small child went to go blow his hands into the hand dryer and did one of those very loud little kid screams at the top of his lungs, as loud as he could.
We had requested to see anyone do it.
And we just got a video submission of two very good friends of the show.
Yeah, without context, it sounds like we're watching something way worse.
Yeah, and that is them doing that scream. It looks like somebody. Take a look at this. It looks like somebody coming out of a bathroom stall.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
Good job, guys.
Yeah,
that's more people do it.
That's pretty goddamn good.
I guess you win the T-shirt. We almost forgot. We did have someone else. We won't say it now because that would just be really rude to be like, you were gonna win it, but then we got a different.
Yeah. So congratulations on winning the shirt. We've been trying to give this thing away. We will find a way to get the shirt to you. Actually,
maybe.
Maybe you'll have it.
You didn't read the fine print. You never get the shirt.
You didn't read the fine print. We just get to tease you. While I get to send pictures of myself wearing it to you.
Yeah,
see?
You get an 8-foot by 8-foot printout of the picture of the man wearing the shirt. It's a wall adhesive. It's like a Fat Head. If you're familiar with the brand, Fat Head. If you could throw us some novelty, fucking whatever you consider your things, big stickers. Anyway. Lemmy has 3 quick album reviews for you guys, which
Fantastic.
is awesome. The first one is "Care for Me" by Saba.
Excellent choice.
Which I told him to listen to because he sent a text to the dad chat last Saturday when I was going to see Saba live in Chicago, which was incredible. The album is great. And he said, thought it was pretty good. Gonna listen to more Saba from now on. I think Broken Girls was my favorite track.
Good choice.
Lemmy, also, I don't know what you're typing this on, but Jesus Christ, man, the spelling is just horrendous. Gotta be honest. It's a good thing I read this very carefully earlier. Otherwise, I would be very confused. Second is Graduation by Kanye. First off, just unbelievable that you've never heard it.
Yeah. But we'll give it to you.
Yeah. The album was banger after banger. New favorite album, winning out over Life of Pablo. Hard to say what my favorite track was. Torn between Stronger, Homecoming, and Big Brother. I'm very excited to see what his other projects are like. Yeah, that's the face I made her.
I'm physically pained by this statement. Very physically pained by it. Is it implied?
It's implied that
he's never listened to Yeezus?
Yeah, it's implied that Life of Pablo and Graduation are the 2 Kanye albums.
Is it implied here that he's never listened to My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy?
Well, you think it would be College Dropout would be at least one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like,
I don't know. Yeah, listen to...
We're Kanye stans, though, so...
Yeah, but I guess he's younger, but still.
Still, it doesn't make sense.
So, we'll get into it, because he asked for
I'll forgive it, but you better get on those other Kanye albums.
I'll forgive it, but I do have to punch a part of your body. I'll try to pick
one
a
of
good
them.
One.
We'll pick the softest part.
Yeah, we'll each punch one of your balls, which are historically soft parts of bodies, if I recall correctly. And then finally, Flower Boy by Tyler, the Creator. Fantastic album, 10 out of 5. By far, Tyler is one of my favorite rappers, and this album just solidified it. Favorite track by far was See You Again. Come on, it's my favorite song he's ever put out, but the album kept strong throughout. The feature with Frank Ocean on 9/11
of course,
/ Mr. Lonely was awesome. Yeah, no fucking
Of course
shit.
It was. Jesus, what are you going to do? Tell me it was a bad Frank Ocean feature?
Yeah.
Is that even a sentence that anyone's ever said?
And then, all right, dads, give me another 3 albums you think I should check out. Ideally mix in some new artists, but I am in no way opposed to more from these 3. Peace out, daddy-os. Real quick, we will be doing our albums of the year.
Yes, that is going to be coming up very hot and fast for you guys. So
it'll be coming out on the 21st. So if you're not familiar, we did it last year. We're going to do it every year. It's one of our favorite things to do. So it's basic. That's like our one firm episode that's kind of not
very specified.
Yeah,
it's not.
But even if you're not familiar with the music that we listen to, or you just don't feel like listening to it, it's still pretty funny. It's a good listen. I've been told it people have been interested in checking
Yeah.
out albums, or it's at least entertaining to listen to. That's the one. We're not doing songs of the year as an episode. We will be putting out a playlist with the songs of the year. We still want to put it out, but it's hard to talk about songs.
And it is very different because there's a lot of songs this year that came out that were just like singles and single tracks off of albums where I might have hated the album, but there's several songs off of it that I really enjoyed. So that playlist is always really fantastic. So the way we're going to be finishing out the year this year is second to end of the year. We're going to be doing our albums. So
on the 21st.
And then on the 28th is going to be our year-end wrap-up.
Yeah,
so we're going to
be talking about the year.
Basically just kind of a rehash of everything we've done this year, sort of get into our favorite moments, our most embarrassing, painful, just reminisce pretty much about everything we've gone through this year.
Just about the year in general, too, outside of us. It's pretty similar to what we did last year.
Yeah, so...
And then we'll be dead by 2019.
Yeah, so the show's going to be over at the end of the year. Hate to break
I don't want
to
to say it'll
like
be
this.
over. It just...
we'll be dead.
Permanent hiatus,
Yeah,
I think.
It's not over, but there's going to be no more content.
Yeah. So, yeah, I want to... If we're recommending them some stuff, let's not go with anything that's going to be on the year-end list because we'll be hitting that pretty hard. One I want to get out because it was it him that asked for like our favorite albums of all time or like island albums? Someone submitted before, and I think it was him, which I think is where some of these come from because I probably definitely said Graduation. I want to throw out Malibu by Anderson .Paak.
Oh yeah,
because that is one of the best albums ever, and I feel like not enough people know about that.
I would like to throw out just to switch it up a little bit, change the styles a little bit. Phantom Limb by Pig Destroyer. Very stylistically different. But if we're talking about
I don't think so.
Well, if we're just talking about
said shit.
If we're just talking about our favorite albums of all time, that's one of those it's very heavy.
Well, I think he's just looking for suggestions now.
So it's a suggestion he can try out. It's Phantom Limb. It came out in 2007, I want to say, because I remember that was my first album that got me into them as a whole. And it is just very visceral, raw. Definitely look at the lyrics while you're listening to the album.
You're kicked back in your favorite reading chair.
So don't expect something where you're going to be able to like relax and like chill out. It's definitely fast, hard, grindcore, a lot of screaming, stuff like that. But overall, it's one of the few albums that I can still go back to over and over and over again and still listen to it all the way through and still be very satisfied every time I listen to it.
I agree.
What's one we could agree on?
I want to say
Blonde. If he hasn't listened to Blonde,
better have.
If you haven't listened to Blonde, don't tell us because we'll probably kill you.
Yeah.
But go ahead and listen to Blonde because that is the album of
even if you
life.
have listened to Blonde, you should listen to it again.
Yeah. Get a good,
on a regular.
Get
basis.
a good cry or two in.
Yeah.
I try to do Blonde at once every like 6 weeks. I want to say 6 to 8 weeks. I probably give Blonde a listen.
I feel like I listen to the songs by themselves enough
a lot.
To make up the album, but I'll occasionally
let you run your
sit down. I want to say Pup, The Dream Is Over.
Pup is fantastic.
Pup is one of my favorite bands, and that album is the album that I found them through, and it's fucking... I was playing drums to it the other day, and it's incredible, and I forget how good it is. It's definitely like a top album ever for me. And that's like a little different too, because we harp on rap a lot, which is fine because it's fucking incredible, and there's a lot of great rap albums.
Yeah, but we do like other styles of music.
There's other shit, and that Pop album I feel like is pretty accessible and like fun. You got another one? Was Blonde?
Blonde was one of mine that I said.
I'll also say Worry by Jeff Rosenstock.
Oh
that's
yeah,
different.
absolutely.
That's like a really fucking good album. So yeah, that'll shake things up a little bit. You got some beautiful Anderson .Paak and Blonde. Those came out in the same year. You want to talk about a year for hip hop? Both of those are gorgeous albums, and one is perfect. Then you got some Pig Destroyer and some nice fun punk. So that'll keep you entertained.
Well, we could keep recommending albums. Go ahead and listen to those, and then let us know what you think.
Yeah, and then that can help us pinpoint what we're looking for.
Yeah,
I think we should give them some sad lady shit. You know what I mean?
Like,
I feel
like sad lady singers.
No, like sad girl problems, guy, young man, life. You know what I mean?
So Atmosphere?
Maybe. Yeah, listen. Well, see, that's the problem is so much shit I have in my head, I assume everyone has listened to.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, how have you
Well,
not
I mean,
heard
I hadn't really listened to Atmosphere until you sent me that playlist, which thank you so much, by the way.
Atmosphere is, fucking incredible. Really, any album I would start with, you can't imagine how much fun we're having, feels the most accessible. Their later work is not good, and we all understand that, and we're okay with that.
If you want to talk like sad girl albums, check out Bon Iver's first album that he did. He recorded the whole thing in a cabin up in Wisconsin in the middle of winter, and it's just like him cathartically going through this breakup he had with a girl and just dealing with all of his emotional trauma, and it really has that cold, isolated sound to it. That's one of my go-to like sad albums, or like I've been
I feel like I mean like sad albums. I don't mean girl, because I don't know what's going on in his life, but I feel like he's got the young man depression, figuring your life out.
Yeah,
you need a good soundtrack for it.
Yeah,
which can be blonde, but
could also be some atmosphere.
Yeah, atmosphere, some shit like that. I don't know. Let us know what the fuck you're listening to.
Yeah, what are you looking for? What kind of mood you try to hit, man?
What do you fucking want?
Tell us.
Recommend me music. It's like, god damn it, I don't know.
God damn it, what, out of the 17,000 albums I have saved on?
Listen to Foot Fungus by Ski Mask the Slump.
Yeah, absolutely listen to Foot Fungus.
I've heard it 33 times today, and it's not nearly enough.
It just keeps getting better every single time.
I can't wait to go listen to it in the car. But yeah, fuck yeah, episode 70, folks. You got what you wanted. www.patreon.com/dapperdads. That's where you go and get that fucking spicy secret material for $5 or more a month. Also, don't forget to read Charlie and the Great Glass Elevator with us. We'll be discussing it shortly on an upcoming series where we exclusively discuss it over and over until we find the true meaning of it. Thank you.